Good morning. Sorry, I was on another page. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Fatine. Am I saying your name right? Oh my goodness, my face is so puffy. Does anybody else wake up with a puffy face? I showered and everything, and okay, good. Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Darlene. I come to you in all of my morning puffiness. And I did not have time to put my makeup on yet. How is everyone doing? How was your weekend? Good morning, Leonie. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. We are, going to start off with Psalm 60. Psalm 60. Doing good today and great weekend. Awesome. I had a great weekend too. I had a really nice weekend. We celebrated my dad's birthday, which was fun. That was the highlight of the weekend. We're going to start off with Psalm 60. For anybody who is new, I am reading from this volume called Psalms of the Bible, published by Holman. It has all the Psalms of the Bible in both the Christian Standard and the King James. And if you're interested, you can check it out. I do have my favorites page linked at the top of the chat. My website is working again. Yay! And so everything is there. I will be updating that page soon, next month. Good morning, Ruben. But anyway, if you're interested, you can find it there. I have all the things that we use for the Monday morning show linked there if you're interested. So Psalm 60, a prayer in difficult times. This is for the choir director, according to the Lily of Testimony, a miktam of David for teaching. And this is when he fought with, oh man, if I can pronounce these names. Aram Naharaim and Aram Zobah, and Joab returned and struck Edom in Salt Valley, killing 12,000. Okay, so sounds like a very dramatic time. All right, it says, God, you have rejected us and have broken us down. You have been angry. Restore us. You have shaken the land and split it open. Heal its fissures for its shudders. You have made your people suffer hardship. You have given us wine to drink that made us stagger. You have given a signal flag to those who fear you, so that they can flee before the archers. Selah. Save with your right hand and rescue me. Save with your right hand and answer me, so that you love. Sorry, I'm having a hard time reading today. Try that again. Save with your right hand and answer me, so that those you love may be rescued. There we go. Verse 6. God has spoken in his sanctuary. I will celebrate. I will divide up Shechem. I will apportion the valley of Succoth.
Gilead is mine, Manasseh is mine, and Ephraim is my helmet. Judah is my scepter, Moab is my wash basin. I throw my sandal on Edom. I shout with triumph over Philistia. Who will bring me to the fortified city? Who will lead me to Edom? God, haven't you rejected us? God, you do not march out with our armies. Give us aid against the foe, for human help is worthless. With God, we will perform valiantly. He will trample our foes. This is interesting. Do you notice the progression of thought? So, first, the psalm starts out with saying, God, you have rejected us, you have broken us down, you have been angry. And then there's the next plea is to restore us. And then it goes on to describe all of the things that God has done. You have shaken the land, split it open. And then it talks about God speaking in the sanctuary. And then he asks questions about who will lead, who will bring them to the fortified city. And then it ends with saying, God, it goes to like a more questioning stance. God, haven't you rejected us? Do you not march out with your armies? That kind of thing. And then it ends with a declarative statement. With God, we will perform valiantly. He will trample our foes. So it progresses. And what I really like about that, and I've probably read this psalm before. I have no recollection of it. So these are what I would consider just not brand new thoughts, but my first thoughts ever on this psalm. What I find very interesting is that even within one prayer or within one encounter with God, you can go through sort of like the spectrum of emotions, right? And that's really interesting. And I know it happens multiple times in the Psalms, but yeah, Cindy K says, I enjoy the thought process in the Psalms. I do too. And the reason why I do is I think sometimes we may feel like I have to have everything figured out before I pray, or I have to be word perfect, or I have to have, I have to process it and then come to God. But no, like we can process it out with God. We can just process it out with God. It does not have to be perfect. Sorry, I'm going to adjust my table real quick. Okay, there we go. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be, all thought out. You can come to God with the frustration, with the anger, with the despair, with all of it, and work it through. Process it out with God. He is not thrown by it. He is not angry at it. He just wants us to come to him with all of the mess. We come to him in our mess and he leads us through it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Let's talk about priorities. Oh no, we have to do our icebreaker question. Let's do that first. Oh man. I feel like we've done that one before. Okay. I feel like we've done these before, you guys. Huh. Let's try this. Okay. This is a really light, breezy question. Would you rather have a cook or a maid? A cook or a maid? You had to pick somebody to cook for you or clean for you. Which would you rather? Have a cook or a maid? Janet says a cook. That was fast. A cook. Okay. Y'all would rather have a cook? A cook. Samantha says a cook. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, I think I'd rather have a maid. You don't mind doing either, but you guess you'd rather have a cook. Cooking is therapeutic, so made. Made. Um, Odd given your username, but whatever. That's great. Made. You can always make reservations. Fair. I think I'd rather have a maid. I don't mind cooking. I just don't like the cleaning part. And my husband cooks well, so I think we got that part handled. I don't like doing any of the chores. So I'd rather have somebody clean up after me, so I don't have to do it. Yeah. All right, so that was fairly split down the middle. Cook or a maid. Okay. It is the first day of fall. Ruben said it's the first day of fall. It absolutely is. And we had some rain last night in our area, like a whole storm, actually. And I'm wondering what the weather is going to be if it cooled us down a little bit. Still a high of 92. Like we said last week, it's not going to feel like fall for quite a while. You can't decide. Is it Rachel or Rochelle? How am I pronouncing your name? Rachel 1, Rochelle 2. Is it 1 or 2? Or is it neither of those two? Am I pronouncing it incorrectly both ways? Let me know and I will try to remember. Let's see. You're supposed to be on vacation, Cindy K. Rochelle. Did I get that right? No, I'm trying to remember what I said first and second. Rochelle? Okay. Let me just say yes. Okay. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay. So priorities for the week. Let's see. How did we do last week? I did do laundry. I did not do that. I was supposed to drop off some stuff at Goodwill. Didn't do it. Let's see. It wasn't one of my priorities, though. I did fix my website. That was a priority. I almost finished. Okay. I'm so excited about that. I did finish that. Let's see. I had to prep for, and I did prep for that. Okay. So I technically did all of my priorities last week, but I did not. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that. Meh, I did do that. Okay. Excuse me. I worked on all my priorities from last week. I did not finish everything, but that's fine. I'm still going to count them as a win because the work was done. There were just some things that I'm still working on. We're going to count it as a win because they're my rules. It's my game. It's my rules. So moving forward to this week, let's see. I haven't pre-prepped these pages yet. So 1, 2, 3. I have to prep them really quick. How are you all doing? How did you do last week on your priorities? So for anybody who's new, we choose 3 priorities for the week. Completing them is a way to determine whether or not your week was successful. And notice I said it's a way to determine whether or not your week was successful because things happen. And if you didn't get those things done, that doesn't mean you failed. Other things could have taken precedence, and that is okay. And I mismarked this. Oh, that's great. Lovely. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, we're going to mark that down. I'm just using my week on 2-page spread to mark out all my stuff. So I have, so for my top 3, this is the last full week of the month. And you all, I am racing the clock to get some stuff done for Club 119. And I'm really excited. Got some fun stuff coming out. Okay. So what have you guys got on your dockets? How did you do last week? 2 out of 3, 1 out of 3. 3 out of 3. I'm giving myself a 3 out of 3. This is one of those weeks where not much around the house is going to get done. It's just not. And I'm okay with that. I've told my husband that, and he's okay with that. He understands. There are just the weeks where, you can only juggle so much. So nothing around the house is going to get done. We will eat. We will have clean laundry, and we will sleep on a clean bed. But that is about it. So yeah, that's about it. I do have to run to the grocery store today to grab a couple of things. Let's see. Darlene, you got a 2 out of 3. Awesome. All right, Andrea, let's see what you have on your plate this week. Celebrate your son's 5th birthday. Oh, fun. Happy 5th birthday to your son. Stuff on your website. You see the light at the end of the tunnel? Awesome. And then book a deep cleaning service. Nice. And last week was a 3 out of 3. Wonderful. Did I see that this week or this past weekend you celebrated your sister's friend's birthday? You gifted her a crown and invited her to wear it at random times, like when she was washing the dishes. Very nice. That's so much fun. I saw that come through, but I was saying something else and I lost track of it. I'm sorry. Okay, Darlene, you got a 2 out of 3. A little easier to focus on your priorities with the end of summer. The promise of fall weather is a gift, is it not? Oh, man, I cannot wait. I can't wait. Every spring and fall, I just feel that, just that lift because of the change in weather. Sometimes, like with allergies and stuff, it can be a little funky, but just getting out of the heat. It was 36 where you are, Luann. I just read that too. 92. It was a little cool last night, but because we had rain. But today's supposed to be a high of 92. Right now it's at 75, I think. Or at least it was when I checked my phone not too long ago. Let's see. Last week was a bust. You traveled for your youngest son's wedding. Congratulations. And just got back last night. This is catch-up week. I totally get that. That's not a bust. That's not a bust. You had a really, really big thing going on. Janet will be right back. Let's see. We have 100 days left in 2025. 100 days? I'm writing that down. Let's see. Where do I write that down? Right here. I'll put a note. 100 days left in 2025. Mercy, people. Let's put these 100 days to work. I have a couple of bills I need to pay. Oh yeah. Okay. So for this week, I'm editing a piece that needs to be done today. I'm creating a new edition of an old product, and the edits need to be done today. Let's see. Schedule dental appointment. Oh, I need one of those. Shop for household fall decor and some home repairs. Fun. Prepare for the next semester of writing courses. Awesome. So I need to edit that today. I need to print. That's not a priority though. Yeah. Okay, let's adjust that. The field journal. Okay. And then I need to Okay. Oh, my stomach just growled. Like intensely. All right, I have a product I need to edit. I need to print. I am prepping for the Bible study field journal launch. And I just had to make some changes to some of the pages. And so now it means I have to reprint some of the pages. Anyway, that's a whole thing. So that's number 2. And then number 3, I have to complete some of the pieces to our new Bible study membership that's coming up. So oh, happy birthday, Rochelle. Okay, so Rochelle is Andrea's friend. Happy birthday and welcome. We're so glad you're here. Happy birthday. That's so much fun. Okay, so I think that's it. Oh, I'm so sorry. My stomach just started growling. I don't know if you can hear anything, but I can. Yeah. All right, so that's what we've got. We're going to leave that at that. I'll finish the rest of my to-do list later. So glad you have joined. All right, let's talk books, you guys. Last week we went off script, which I loved. You guys told me what you wanted to see. That wasn't just picking a color. So if you want to pick a color, go ahead. If there's something specific, like a specific maybe genre you want to see or something, or a different prompt, I don't know. Maybe I need to pick up different prompts or pick out different prompts for picking out books on my bookshelf, but I'm going to pick 3. So let me know, what do you want to see from my bookcase? And I'll do my best to see if I can make that happen. I'm going to move this here just a little bit. All the OGs know that you can kind of see it. I've got my books coordinated by color within genre. So I've got like spiritual growth and stuff like that over here. I have spiritual growth, some more spiritual growth and Bible stuff, and then nonfiction, like general nonfiction. And then I have general nonfiction history. I got history, and then I've got fiction. So let me know what you want to see. Church history, I do. A Europe published book. Okay. A Europe published book. Let me see. That's a really good question. The only church history that I have, Ruben, are the ones that I told you about. Oh, it's been several weeks now. I don't have anything else besides that I can think of. And they're in the other room. But the ones that we talked about that one time, or that I sent you stuff on, I don't have anything else besides that. Let's see. Europe published in Europe. Published in Europe. Except I have, this isn't church history proper, like this is specific church history. So I'll pull one. Let's see. Europe. So a book published in Europe. You know what? I don't know, Janet, if I do. Good morning, Alma. Mental health related. Let me see what I can pull. Sanctuary. Let me see what I can pull. Oh, I have one other Christian history book. Just kidding, Ruben. I do. Hi, Alma. Okay, mental health. If I have anything on mental health, it's going to be somewhere here or here. I do. We've talked about it before, but I'll pull it anyway, just in case anybody missed it. Let's see. It's a textbook. Okay, that's all I got. That's all I've got. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, just another penguin. Okay, I'm gonna pull you guys over more. Try not to show you all my mess over here. There's so much mess. Let's see. You know what, Janet? As far as penguin goes, all of these are part of all of these are a part of the Mitford series, which we talked about last week. So it looks like I have a lot of penguin, and I do, but they're all part of a series. So unless you want to see like the second book in the series, which I can pull that if you want to look at it, but I don't really have anything else. The other books, I have like 2 or 3 of them, and we've talked about them already. So I'm running out of penguin. I'm running out of orange spine penguin. So I think we've come to the end of that. All right. Any other suggestions? Any other suggestions? Poetry. I have some poetry, I think. Hold on. Poetry. Literature. Nope, that's not poetry. Let's see. And I have short stories. Do I have poetry? Oh, this is ridiculous. I know I do. I have. Oh, it's right here in front of me. Okay, here we go. But do I have anything smaller? Oh my goodness. All right. That's probably not what you're looking for, but it's what I have. Oh my gosh, you all. I might need some more culture. Don't have a lot of poetry. This isn't poetry. That's poetry. Okay. Apparently, I need more poetry in my life, you all. Let's just go with what we've got. All right. So Ruben was interested in church history. I have a couple of things. I may have talked about this before. This is just one of those 1 year. You guys have heard of the 1 Year Bible, right? This is the same company. So the 1 Year Book 1. This is Christian History by E. Michael. Is that right? And Sharon Rustin. So this would be like a, read a passage a day kind of thing. And it gives you just church history. Church history a day at a time for a year. And what's really nice about this is that it gives you a reflection at the end of each entry. It's a 2-page spread entry. And then there's a reflection, and then there's a Bible verse that you can look at. So really cool. And so this is, let's see, how is this organized? I've had this for years. I've never read it all the way through, but I've had it for a long, long time. Before I was married. Yeah. Let's see. So yes, Reformation. Excuse me, but it also America's mentioned in here. Yeah, so some early American. I'm seeing a what do you call it? See John Calvin. I'm seeing an entry on Jonathan Edwards. There's an. Let's see. There is an entry on China's greatest evangelist, so some missionaries. Let's see, 488. Who is this? So it kind of runs the gamut. So you've got some early church history and then some what we might call later church history. Oh yeah, and it's not just in Europe and America, but we've also got China. That's not the one I was looking for. Yeah, here's some European, American, and the rest. So it kind of runs, it doesn't look like it's chronological. That's what I'm trying to say. So it doesn't look like it's chronological. These are just excerpts of history. And you can finish it in a year. So really cool, compact, right? It's not a huge book, cool volume. And then also for church history, because I'm interested in the subject when it comes to translations, I've picked up these books on clearance a while ago. I haven't read them, so you guys know these are light recommendations. This is by Adam Nicholson. It's called God's Secretaries, The Making of the King James Bible. God's Secretaries. It's a national bestseller. So this is just history on the making of the King James Bible. And then also I have, this is by Derek Wilson, and it's called The Remarkable History of the King James Version, the People's Bible. So if that's of any interest to you, that would be another book that, again, light recommendation, have not read them, but they looked good, and I just happened to get them on clearance or secondhand or something like that. This one's really cool, this one, because it has pictures, paintings. I have no idea who these people are. Thus, I need to read the book. But yeah, super cool history. There are some photos. Really cool. So anyway, so there's some church history there. Okay. Let's see. These are going to go back up here, and this is going to go back down here. All right. And then we had a question for mental health. The only one that I can think of that I'm pretty sure this is the only thing I have currently, but The Body Keeps the Score, which I'm pretty sure I've talked about before. I started the book, have not finished it. It's dense. Okay. So this is not like, at least for me, this is not like afternoon read. Like I'm just reading it in bits and pieces. So brain, mind, and body in the healing of trauma. So there's been a lot of buzz around this book lately. Some people really, really like it. Some people, don't necessarily. But that's with pretty much anything, obviously. But I picked it up. So far, so good. By Bessel, I'm going to butcher his name, Van der Kolk, MD. So this is what I have on mental health. And it's a penguin. You're right. It absolutely is. Janet, I did it, and I didn't even know. Oh my gosh. It's okay, Cindy. I got you. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. It did not even connect. Okay. So we did good. Okay. And then last but not least, you wanted poetry. Body Keeps the Score is such a deep and good book. You still haven't finished it, even as a therapist, but you have done his trainings. Okay. So great. I'm glad to have that feedback from somebody who knows more than I do, because I think it's good so far, but this is not my wheelhouse. I'm just a lay person kind of figuring it out. I'm going to start seeing penguins out in the wild. I know. Okay, for poetry, you guys, I've had this volume for a long time. I bought it used somewhere years ago, over a decade ago, I'm pretty sure. This is the Oxford Book of English Verse. I wanted poetry. This is what I got. I have the Oxford Book of English Verse, and I also have the Oxford Book of American Poetry. Also a chunky, hefty volume. So I have English verse and American poetry. This was edited by Christopher Ricks. Looks like this. Okay. Drawn from all corners of the British Isles and from 7.5 centuries of poetry in English, this is an anthology for all seasons. There are over 800 wonderful poems in all moods and verse forms, from ballads to blank verse, hymns to haikus, sonnets to songs. Um, so yeah, this is really nice if you're into poetry. And then, of course, the Oxford Book of American Poetry. This is edited by David Lehman. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Let's see, really nice companion volumes. They really are. And like I said, I've had these for a very long time. But it's got so much. And I'm more familiar with American poets than I am English poets. So you got your Emerson, your Eliot, Ezra Pound, William Carlos Williams, Wallace Stevens, Robert Frost, Whitman. Let's see. And it's all organized by author. So you can look by author and find, hopefully a poem that you're looking for. And there are a lot of others that I'm not terribly familiar with. Lincoln Kristen, W.H. Auden, I don't know. I'm not as familiar. Laureen Nidecker, don't know who that is. Should I? Anyway, there's a bunch in here. So really cool. Really, really great volumes to have on hand. So American poetry, English poetry, if you're interested. And like I said, I bought these used quite some time ago. All right. Those are our book recommendations. Can she do it without pulling a muscle? She did. Very cool. All right. Any other book requests? If not, we will continue on to our challenges. We'll continue on to our challenges. Okay. Oh, am I on Goodreads? I am. You should be able to find me at Alyssa Nalani. But I'm not active on it. I have been using Storygraph. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Lately, and I've been enjoying it. I do need to get back on Goodreads and actually be active. But because I know that's what a lot of people use. But I just have not been active on it for no particular reason. There's no hard and fast reason why I haven't. I just wanted to try something else because I realized that there are more options out there for reading, tracking, and the like. So you can find me, I think. I'm pretty sure you can find me. I don't think I'm private. Yeah. Anyway. So at Alyssa Nalani would be how to find me. I'll do a plug for them. Why not? Okay. 2 very simple challenges. That's the wrong one. I just got super hungry all of a sudden. My body is feed me. Usually I make it through these without feeling deep pangs of hunger, but today is different. All right, you all. We are about to walk into a brand new quarter, the last quarter of the year. And in preparation for that, I'm going to invite you to, if you have not done this yet, or if you hadn't had any plans to yet, I invite you to write a yes and no list for the quarter ahead. So yes, I'm going to do more of. No, I'm going to say no to more often on these things or whatever. Sorry, that was a very mixed up sentence there. But anyway, yes, what are you going to say yes to? What are you going to say no to? More of this, less of this. Okay. What choices would help you live out your big picture vision on a daily basis? So think about what you want to accomplish before the end of the year, what you want to be prepared for before the new year, those kinds of things. If you don't get a handle on it now, you guys know once October hits, it's going to go really fast, and then we're going to be back to it's going to go really fast. The holidays are going to come and go, and then we'll be in January going, what happened? So start thinking about it now, so you can get ahead of it before it kind of runs away with us. The the other challenge I have, and this may or may not be applicable, excuse me, is to watch a Bible Project video that corresponds with the book of the Bible you're reading, if you are currently reading a book of the Bible, to learn the history and original context. I'm going to expand that a little bit. I've just been binging some Bible Project podcast episodes. This year, they've been going through themes that you find in the book of Exodus, which has been really cool. And so, anyway, this is just a plug for that. Also, I've been going back to like old series that they've done on their podcast. So I think like How We Got the Bible stuff, and then I think Deuteronomy stuff, and it's just really, really cool stuff. Bible Project is one of my favorite stuff. You've been doing their theme of redemption. I haven't listened to all of them, but that one, their redemption video is really good. So they're pulling. It kind of took me a second to figure out what they were doing, because they started with Exodus and then they shifted over to redemption, I think. And now they're doing, what are they doing now? They're doing, I will tell you in just a second. Because I caught up this weekend. They are doing the wilderness. So they were doing the Exodus theme, which shows up in more than just the book of Exodus. Then redemption, and then the wilderness. And when they were in redemption, I was like, oh, they like shifted gears and they're not doing, what they set out to do at the beginning of the year. And then I realized, oh, no. They're doing, They're doing themes from Exodus, which includes redemption. And now they're doing the wilderness, and it's been really, really good. Okay. Yes, the Dwell series is on YouTube. That's not really a podcast. That's correct. And it's been good. Let's see. Yes, getting ahead of it. Absolutely. Bible Project is a great challenge. Yes. I thought so too. So absolutely. So anyway, I saw that and I thought that would be really good. I think that's it. Did we cover everything, guys? I think we're good. I feel like there was something else I was going to say and I can't remember what it was. I think that's it. I have my to-do list to finish. I hope you guys have a wonderful last full week of September. And we'll still be in September when we meet again. Yeah, we'll still be in September when we meet again. I've got some stuff that's coming out soon, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm like trying not to kill myself with all of the work. But do I have a video on Bible journaling? Not yet, Ruben. I will be doing some of that stuff moving forward. I've got some plans for that. So anyway, and I'm really excited about it. I've actually been thinking through that this weekend, some Bible journaling stuff with the new field journal that's coming out. So stay tuned. It's all in process. Okay. Yes, I will enjoy my meal, whatever that is. I'm not even sure what I'm going to be eating this morning, but have a wonderful week. We're going to have a quick prayer. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. If you have any questions, let me know. You all know, oh yeah, Power Sheets have launched. So sorry about that. I was going to say that earlier. Power Sheets have launched. If you're interested for 2025, it's 2026, just kidding. 2026, then check them out. The collection is live as of last Tuesday. And yeah, anyway, my brain is not function. It stopped functioning about 5 minutes ago. So anyway, I'm gonna go eat. Let's say a quick prayer and I'll let you guys go. Thanks so much for hanging out. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this day and for bringing us to another Monday, another set of challenges, another, oh man, another set of, I just lost the word I was going to use, but challenges. We know that it's going to be a rough week potentially. We know that we're going to have to face different situations that are going to be hard to navigate, Lord, but we know that you will be with us through it all. And even in the midst of all the struggles and the challenges, we know that there are going to be wonderful light and victorious moments. And we're just grateful for those because they are a blessing. I pray that you would be with all the families represented here. I pray that you would be with our work, our play, our fun. I pray that you would be with all of those who may be struggling with any particularly difficult situations, whether they're relationship related or financial or health. Lord, you know all of it. And we just ask that you would give us wisdom and that you would guide us through all of it, all of the mess. And we're just grateful that we can come to you with our mess and that we can process it with you, that you will not abandon us, and that we can find not just comfort, but solutions, even if they're not the answers we are expecting or desiring. You will help us work through it all. And we're just so grateful for that. I ask that you would keep us safe and that you would bring us back here next week. Same place, same time, and just ready for another week. Lord, we're grateful for everything you do for us and for your son, Jesus. In his name we pray. Amen. All right, you guys. And all the people said amen. Have a wonderful Monday and a fantastic week. I will talk to you all later. If you need anything, you know where to find me. Bye.